Good evening and welcome to another edition of Beer Dad's Beer Reviews. Me, Dave the Beer Dad, back again to do another beer review. Second review of 2020. Hope you all had a good new year. I've got a bit of a thing going here. Obviously you can see I've got stuff behind the tea towel. I'll show you what it is in a minute, but before I do, I'd like to give you a quick warning. Do not try this at home. If you are of a certain disposition, you may not want to watch. This video will probably have some strong language in it, some scenes that may be upsetting and disturbing to viewers, but here we go, let's crack on. So I'm going to do a comparison video. I haven't done one for a while. The last one I did, I think, was the double IPAs out of Tesco way back early on in the year, and I also did the I think this one of the New England IPA ones as well. Anyway, I am going to do the Magic Rock Cannonball Run Series 2019. And I'm going to try and do them all together as a side-by-side comparison. I was going to do a separate video and I thought, you know what, that's not hardcore enough for me. I'm going to try and try and do as much as I can of these three beers. I have got a bucket here, just in case it does go west and I end up trundling. The bucket is at the side. I've also got 3 identical wine glasses. That is purely because the camera angle I'm trying to get, if I use normal glasses, you wouldn't be able to see each beer individually. I know you can just about make out what the cans are. Just move these back a little bit. So you can just make out what they are, but all the glasses are identical sizes. And you'd be able to see exactly what's what in front of me. So, starting off on this side, we have Magic Rock's Human Cannonball Double IPA. This weighs in at 9.2%. I can find out where that is. 9.2. It says at the bottom, round about here. Okay, if you can see that. Best before on this one, again, it's on the side somewhere. It says sea base. There we go. The 24th of May 20, so it's fairly fresh. This one, fairly fresh. I like the Cannonball cans. I think they're really nice. I know this video may cause a bit of controversy, bearing in mind that Magic Rock sold out last year or the year before, but hey ho. This one is the Neo Human Cannonball New England Double IPA. Again, have a little look at that. When the light catches it right, it has actually got glitter on it, and you just pick that up. This also is 9.2% ABV. It says so there. And the best before on this one is the 23rd of May this year. So again, plenty of time on that. I do like this can. This is probably my favourite of the 3. And lastly, but no means leastly, this is the Unhuman Cannonball. This is a triple IPA. There it is. This weighs in a hefty 11%. It says so again, the bottom corner there. And the best before on this one is, it looks like the 19th of September 20 is what it looks like, but it's a little bit rubbed off. It could be the 19th of May. I'm not entirely sure. So, I have reviewed this before. I've not been anywhere near this, but I have had this on tap and it is delicious. But I only had it as a third and not the full 500ml. So, let's start off with the Human Cannonball. Let's get it in a proper top. Let's get it in the glass. Like I said, I chose wine glasses purely for the visuals for you. I don't have any, one of my fingers will be getting in the way. There'll be nothing touching the beer, only my lips. So beer in a glass, what have we got? We've got ourselves a hazy gold coloured beer, a little bit of light coming through the bottom. 1.5 fingers of what you're seeing is Daz white head. Mine, from my side looking this way, is a light ivory, sort of a slightly off-white head. It looks very, very nice. Let's move on to the Neo Human Cannonball. So again, beer in the glass. What have we got? Very similar looking to the human. It's a little bit more hazier, it's a bit cloudier. We've got a 2-finger, again, Das White head. There's no floaters in it, as there is no floaters in the human. It just looks a little bit lighter, I would say. Certainly it is hazier than that one. Now let's open up this bad boy. So there we go, it's a bit of a darker orange, certainly slightly clearer. Not as hazy as the two. There is a lot of carbonation. The camera can pick that up, and we've got ourselves again 2 fingers of a dirty off-white head. So to begin with, not dissimilar in looking beers, to be fair. This one obviously looks a little bit clearer and a little bit darker. These all look very, very similar. What is noticeable is the lacing on the glass here from the Neo, as this one, the Human Cannonball, has actually dissipated pretty much. So, time to get a nose and see what we can smell. It's a bit piney, it's a bit resinous. There's a little bit of citrus coming, a little bit of citrus coming through. And there's a sort of, I don't know, I think a dankness to the beer. Smells nice, smells very good. Let's go for the Neo, see what the Neo smells like. Neo smells, there's more fruit going on with this one. Grapefruit. Again, oranges and lemons and limes, all that caper, all the citrus fruits. Touch of pineapple maybe. Smells good. Smells good. And let's go on the aroma for the big boy. This smells kind of West Coast style. There's a bit of a mango in there, a bit of tropical fruit, grapefruit, peaches, apricots, oranges. Still the grapefruit still there. That smells excellent. So, I like the aroma on that one. I like the appearance of that one. Let's go for the big. Let's go for the body and the carb on the Cannonball. Body's light and oily. Carbonation is light, sharp. Got a nice mouthfeel, again, pushes the beer around the mouth quite nicely as the carbonation goes off. Not bad little mouthfeel. Let's go for the Neo. Again, there's a little bit more body to the Neo Human. It's a bit thicker, but again, the same type of carbonation. Just pushes the flavours round. Got a nice little, I think that's got a very nice mouthfeel to it. Let's try this. I was expecting that to be heavy and thick, almost a bit syrupy, but it isn't. That's quite light, and the carbonation is a touch softer than these two. So the carbonation for me on that one is spot on. It does, again, pushes the flavours round really nicely. So, let's go for the big old taste. Let's just top this one up. Straight off the bat, that it's got a massive bitter finish. It tastes like an old school IPA. Doesn't taste like 9.2. Well, alcohol's well hidden on it. Fruity, citrusy, bit of malt, but a big back end of dry pine, resinous finish. It's quite nice. In fact, it's very good. It's very good. Let's try the Neo-Human. So it's got a lot more orange at the front end. First thing that hits though is like a grapefruit pith, zest, peel type thing going on, but it's proper fruity, citrus fruity, grapefruity, a little bit of pineapple, but it does mellow out at the back end. It does. We get that dry thing kicking in. It does mellow out to a bit of sweetness, which is really nice. I thought that might have been just been again pushing the dryness to an nth degree, but it doesn't. It just fades and this little sweet thing comes in. So let's try the 11% Unhuman. You can't taste any alcohol in that at all. Okay, the 11% is super well hidden. It's a little bit marmaladey. There's a little bit of mango in there. There's a bit of a caramel as well. Like the Neo-Human, it does tend to go a little bit sweet at the back end, but it's excellent. That is really tasty. So let's top these all up and we go again. You can buy these three off the Magic Rock website. You can probably be able to get them off with various bottle shops around the UK. I thought there was going to be a lot of gas and a lot of burp on this video, but at the moment there hasn't been, which is interesting because they are, wow, all fairly decently carved. So let's go back onto the Human Cannonball. Let's get stuck in again. The bitterness is really nice. If you like that style, if you like a bitterness in a double IPA, this is fairly decent. I know when Magic Rock sold out to, I think it's Lion out of Australia, there was a lot of controversy. There was a lot of people complaining. A lot of people saying they'll never buy Magic Rock beers again, and I was one of them. And I cut back the amount of Magic Rock that I did. Well, this tastes very similar to the way it was. I remember having it the first time round. I liked it then, and I like it now. It's a good example of a double IPA, in my opinion. It's one of the ones that should have made Tesco's, to be fair. While Tesco's are pumping out the double IPAs, they should have really have asked for this. So that was nice, very nice indeed. Like I say, put a big bitterness on it, big pine, big resin, a little bit fruity, but I've got that dry feel to the inside of my mouth. It's kind of sucked all the moisture out, but very nice indeed. So let's move on to the Neo-Human. What can you say? It's a New England IPA. This is a New England double IPA. I've tasted better New England IPAs, to be fair, I really have. Fruitiness is good. It's well made, again, well structured, well put together. Nice dry finish. There's a little bit of spice there as well. It's almost like a pepperiness to it. But it's not bad, not bad at all. That's better. Of the three, that's the best one. The Inhuman Cannonball is the best one. I know I've drank all that. I'm halfway through that, and that's still there, but that's the best one. For me, it tastes better. It's not as that's harsh compared to this one's a lot smoother. Excuse me. There it is. There they go. What? That's as good as I remember it being on tap. I had it on tap at the Head of Steam on the 13th of February, and it was very good. But like I say, we had a third of it. This is obviously the 500ml. Right, so I'm running out of things to say, so I'm going to wrap this up. I know I haven't drank them all, but the idea was not intentionally to do it anyway, just to get as far into it as possible, but I'm running out of things to say. So, of the three of them, if I was going to pick one, I'd have that. I'd have the Inhuman Cannonball. It's just it's a better, I think it's a better beer than these three. This is a little bit harsher, that's a little bit more smooth. If you like bitter, that's your job. If you like fruit, that's your one. If you want an all-round beer, that's the one to get. It's got the alcohol, it's got the flavour, the body and the carbonation work all really well. But this is a cracking set of three beers, really, really is. I'm glad I did the three of them side by side, I really am. I'm glad I didn't have to use the sick bucket, which is the main thing. And I'm going to go away and I'm going to go away and enjoy these, because these are too good. So we should just throw down my neck in front of you and potentially throw up. So, if you've had any of these three, that one there, Human Cannonball, Neo-Human Cannonball, or Unhuman Cannonball, let me know what you think. Please put a little comment below. There's a few reviews of these already on YouTube. All Haley Ale has done all three, but those are side by side. Good little review if you want to get onto it and have a little look. Yeah, if you've had these, let me know what you think. Get these off the Magic Rock website where I got them from. I'll put the link to that below, okay? If you like this video, there's a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give me the thumbs down. Subscribe in that far corner there. I've got to get up because I've got to reach the button to switch this off. So until then, until the next video, double hands out, Haley Ale.